Welcome to Reddit with Mio. Today we are reading an Am I the Asshole story. This one comes from the Am I the Asshole subreddit, and it was posted by Reddit user HomeTime6077. The title is, Am I the Asshole for refusing to pay for my sister's husband's surgery with my inheritance and college money? Let's begin. Context: my sister, female, 27, and I, 18 female, lost our dad a year ago. He was my only parent. Mom was never in mine or my sister's life. Dad left money, an inheritance, for me and my sister, and she used her inheritance to get new cars and renovate her house. I live with my aunt right now because my brother-in-law didn't let me stay with my sister. I'm planning on using my inheritance money to pay for college tuition. I've always wanted to be a doctor but haven't decided which branch yet. My sister and I haven't been close. It started after she got married to her chronically ill husband, who was allowed to make backhanded comments about Dad and mock his illness and make a scene at his funeral, only because he's ill and shouldn't be held accountable for his behavior. I've distanced myself, but my sister kept visiting a lot lately, venting about my brother-in-law's condition. He's been in and out of the hospital for heart problems and is in need of surgery. She brought up my inheritance money several times, but I ended up cutting the conversation. She then straight up asked if I could help pay for her husband's surgery, and she'd pay me back in less than a year. I felt uneasy because if I give her money from my inheritance, which is a large amount, then there's no guarantee she'll pay it back before it's time to apply for college. I'm taking a gap year, but I know my sister can't pay back that much, and I felt I was risking my future. I refused to help, and she had a meltdown at my aunt's house, calling me heartless, cruel, and saying I had no empathy. She said her husband's health should be a priority, and I needed to help because education is nothing compared to someone's health. She asked if I'd be happy to see her as a widow, and my nephew with no father. My aunt suggested others pay, but most of them cut my sister and her husband off. I argued that her husband's poor health isn't my fault after she kept blaming and guilt-tripping me. She kept crying, and although my aunt decided to stay out of it, she said I should be prepared for permanent damage in my relationship with my sister if I don't help her now. She's been sending texts and pictures of her family telling me this is what I was saying no to, a happy, healthy family with a healthy husband and father. I cried and felt like I was being selfish and not a good aunt or sister. I asked my friend and he said let them sell the cars and all the luxurious stuff they bought to afford the surgery. He warned me that if I give them money, I'll never get it back and may not be able to go to medical school. The verdict for this story was not the a-hole. Now let's look at the comments. The top visible comment was very direct. It quoted the friend saying they should sell the cars and luxury items, then said, "Your friend is correct. You'll never get the money back because sis isn't willing to give up her luxurious lifestyle. She chose how to spend her inheritance, didn't save for a rainy day, and isn't entitled to yours because of her poor financial planning, not the a-hole." The original poster replied that she was not sure they still had anything valuable left because her aunt had mentioned the sister selling her car in May. But the replies still mostly said that did not make this the original poster's responsibility. Another major comment warned her that if she gave any money, she should be prepared not to get it back. The commenter said she could have a relationship with her sister, or she could pay for medical school, but probably not both. That was the main feeling in the thread. People felt sympathy for the medical situation, but they also felt the sister had already spent her own inheritance, had refused to house the original poster, and was now trying to sacrifice her younger sister's future. So the comment section mostly landed here. It is tragic that someone needs surgery, but the original poster is 18, trying to use her father's inheritance for college, and she is not wrong for protecting that future. What do you think? Should she help anyway? Or is this too much to ask from an 18-year-old? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Until next time.